Hello, this is your pal Sal, and this is Chop It Up Hoops. Today we'll be talking about Jordan Poole and Draymond Green. Apparently there was an altercation that went on during practice in which Draymond Green forcibly put his hands on Jordan Poole. That's not a good thing. I think there's a little rift going on there only because Jordan Poole is going to become a restricted free agent this year, and the Golden State Warriors have until the eve of the NBA season to agree to a rookie contract extension. If they don't, Poole will have to play out the final year of his rookie deal and enter into the offseason as a restricted free agent. That's fine. Options for both sides, right? Poole would become a restricted free agent once again in October 23. But now we're talking about headed monster, which is Clay, Draymond, and Steph Curry. Where does Jordan Poole come into play? I mean, these were the guys who started it all. Do you think Dre is traded? And if that does happen, will Steph head back to the East, say Charlotte Hornets, or he just bought a house in Orlando, Florida, so maybe he's thinking about moving back East and settling down with his kids versus staying in the West. These are things to discuss. In regards to Draymond Green and Jordan Poole, this altercation is something that happened before. Last year in a game in Minnesota, there was a heated altercation on the bench during a game in which they hashed it out. But at the same time, Jordan Poole does see himself as potentially the next part of the three-headed monster, and maybe Draymond Green is just a little bit intimidated by it because of the fact that Jordan Poole has $3.9 million left on his contract as a restricted free agent, but he did have 18 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists last year in the regular season, and he made some great plays in the playoff that kind of propelled them to the championship. He did have a lot to do with that, but at the same time, Draymond is the engine that keeps the Golden State Warriors going. Even though he did have a 7, 7, and 7, which is 7 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists per game last year, which is kind of lucky because if you spend 7, 7, 7 in Las Vegas, you're doing pretty good. But what I think that they're going to do right now is they're going to have a discussion with Draymond like they generally do. I mean, Draymond is a consummate team player who has been there since the beginning, when they were doing really, really bad with Clay and Steph Curry. So is this where the championship run ends, or do they part ways? No, because once again, they're all going to still be together this year. And even though Clay and Steph don't really say nothing, it seems like Draymond is pretty much the squeakiest wheel gets the oil, and that's what Draymond Green is doing right now. He did this with KD when there were distractions from his camp, and Draymond Green's not all about distractions. Even though he is a distraction, he does get technicals. When it comes to the team, he's a consummate team player. He wants to make everybody better around him, and he will defend you to the very end. So my question is, do you think Draymond is on his way out? Are they shopping him? I don't think so, but at the end of the day, Jordan Poole is someone who is a up-and-coming star in the league, and he's proven it. Could it be the system that he's in that's making him so successful? We don't know unless he goes somewhere else. But at the same time, because he understands the system, he understands Steve Kerr and what they want to run, it is going to be hard for them to actually want to trade him, especially when he can put a lot of points on the board at any time. So let me know your thoughts. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button. Give me a like. This is your pal Sal, and these are Chop It Up Hoops.